Good morning. Welcome. Welcome back to another live stream. My name is Franco. This is Trading Futures Live. Let's see how this goes today. All right. Good morning. Yes, I do have this in my mind. Yesterday I did have a good day. I want to come here poised, not overconfident, and just repeat the process. Repeat the process and do whatever I have to do. Okay? Let's do this. Yes. So the market is about to open. 3 minutes. So if we watch the dollar is coming back to the supply that was created during London session open. Markets are giving up a little bit. NQ is minus 0.6%. The ES is minus 0.5%. These markets are very heavy. Like, I haven't seen this thing so weak. Okay, cool. So if you didn't have a good sleep, um, what I like to do when I don't have a good sleep is just be more cautious, right? Reduce your risk. Don't think that you can be smarter than the market. Or I'm gonna talk in first person. I don't want to be smarter than the market, so I want to be humble and understand that the market ultimately is gonna do its thing, regardless of what I think or what I do. Okay. I'm gonna set up my accounts here. Katana. All right. I put my. There we go. Nice. All right. Everything is pretty much good to go. Again, today I do expect a sideways day. I don't think the market will trend today, given the fact that we have important news coming. Tomorrow we have PPI. I don't think PPI will influence the market so much, but CPI is Thursday. A lot of people are waiting for that. Garnatic, welcome. Cool. That's a good move, Taurus. Yes. Sounds good. All right, so we're off. Market is open. I don't want to lose sight of the dollar. Okay. I don't want to lose sight of the dollar right here. We're gonna wait patiently for a setup. Yesterday we did take 3 trades. Finally, the last one was a winning trade. but it took us probably 2 hours, right? Like almost 2 hours waiting for the setup. Let's review the internals. Tick chart opened up on the extreme negative, well, not very extreme, minus 700. Same case for the ADQD. It opened up very negative, minus 1,000, and then it is coming back up. All right, so tick chart is reaching the zero line, close to the zero line. I want to see how this thing comes, because the dollar is approaching to the supply, though. Yeah, actually, the dollar is in the supply. I'm gonna go to a lower time frame to see where the supply is. There we go. For those watching the dollar, I know MB does. I do have a 113.28, 113.28. If I happen to have the dollar there and I do have some sort of reversal, I will try the long. If not, I will have to wait for it to be broken, meaning the supply. And here's another thing that I'm looking at. The 5 minute on the dollar, it has a double bottom that was created at 8:30. So we might have a complete reversal here. Just putting it out there in the universe so I can hold myself accountable. Yes, I was I was thinking that's I think accountability is so underrated in trading. I think accountability is the one thing that can make you succeed or fail. I really believe that. All right. So tick chart is holding right there. It's not creating new lows. Never mind. It broke to the downside. Um, Now, what about now? 895. Good. Turn the platform off though. You can stay in the YouTube, but put close the platform. Nice. All right. So I do have this supply right here, which I don't like too much. Let me put my main chart. There we go. Um, so I do have this supply right here. Let me see if I can have this one with the tick. If the tick breaks to the zero line, this probably won't be a good trade. Location wise is not the best one though. What about volume today? Let me check on the volume. Volume is a little higher than yesterday. It's a bit higher. I'm gonna set my smart risk today up $260, 1.2%. I'll be risking more than that in my funded account. So tick chart hasn't gotten to the zero line yet. We've been 9 minutes into the trading session. The more we come to the downside, the more valid that this supply becomes, okay? Because that tells me that a lot of orders were sitting here and prices ultimately had to come down to find good buyers or enough buyers, I would say. All right, so we're approaching to the overnight low. Again, 1%. Minus 1% on the NQ, 0.8% on the ES, 0.3% on the YM. So the YM is holding pretty nicely. All right, so we do have some sort of a little bit of divergence here, just a little bit. We do have 37. Where is 37? So here's the low on the tick chart. That's the low created today. And here we do have a higher low. Right? So the divergence is showing up right here. If we do have a divergence here and a double bottom on the overnight low, that's the best signal we can have for the long. Let's see if I want to pay attention to this one. How much is my risk and reward ratio right here? It's pretty tight. 3-1. Sure, the YM, but the YM is the strongest. YM is the strongest one. I wouldn't short that one. Yeah, it has more room to the downside though. But what I would do instead is just waiting for the retracement. So the tick chart is not bad. Tick chart is holding right there. Just want a stream right here in like minus 600 to activate the order. All right, so new 15-minute, right? See if we can have the retracement here to the downside. I do have some divergence here. Finally, the tick chart is managing to break. I rather the long at this point. Yeah, the dollar is retracing. So the dollar is. So here's a new scenario on the dollar. It's a very low time frame. It's a 5-minute. So I want to point out this. Like the dollar is coming down, right? I want to point out that we double bottom here. And if we come to this pivot right here, I do have this area right now, right? That probably will screw my long, right? So if the dollar comes back here, I don't think it's time for the shorts anymore. Sorry, for the longs anymore. Okay. I was thinking more like the dollar coming to the supply and then I took a long, but now it's more like It's gonna come here, and I want to see if I can manage to take a short on the equity markets right here. Okay. So on the pre-market, we didn't see this. I didn't go to the lower time frame, but now I have it here, and I'm watching this double bottom. Okay. Now the supply right here, the supply on the London Open starts right here. Where is that? So from this white line to the upside. Okay. All this is the supply from London. All this. uh, don't tell me you didn't see that. Don't tell me you didn't see the dollar. Oh my God. I know what's going on. When I bring the chart here, the OBS breaks this thing and put it in other. Give me 1 second. There you go. So here's the dollar. So now you see that I do have this double bottom here on the dollar. This is the 5-minute. So if the dollar comes back down, that will translate in more downside on the NQ. If the dollar comes here, markets will bottom. Well, that's my assumption, right? That's what I'm trying to execute. So is it clear? Is it clear, Taurus? So, but I didn't see this double bottom. I didn't see this double bottom till like 10 minutes ago. All right. Let's go back. So I never had the setup right here. That's why I didn't take this area. Now we broke the overnight, but we created a new low on the tick chart. So the continuation to the downside, I think, is very likely. I now have this. I now have this. And for me, probably will mean the next 7 minutes. If it ever comes. Ideally, I would like the dollar to just stop right there and prices come back up. I want to approach this with careful because I'm going to lower my risk because of this location. Let me see if I can have it. If not, it's going to be 916, okay? Here's the deal. The 3-to-1 is beyond the overnight low. Let me see if I can have the next 7 minutes. I'm not going to take it in this one, though. I need the next 7 minutes, and for that is 1 more minute. Dollar continues to go up. So the dollar is breaking to the upside. If the dollar gets to the supply that I have is 113,280, 113,280, that will be the end of the short. If the supply works, right? If the supply works. All right, new 7 minute. New 7 minute. So the dollar chart is not ideal for this one. Let me see what happens when we get to this short. The overnight low and high, it's a very high probability area. A lot of traders just do that. So this high was created at 947, 947. Right here. So now we're good. Dollar continues. Dollar continues. Now here's one thing that is happening. Dollar continues to the upside, but these markets are not dropping. Okay? Dollar continues to the upside and this market is holding. Now at this point, I don't think I'm taking this thing. Dollar is just going up. Markets feel very heavy though. How do you get that statistic, Taurus? How many days do you check? $10 years? Nice. That's pretty high. That's pretty high. Yeah. You can feel it. Like I don't have that number, but you can feel it. And it has its logic, right? You don't need too much volume to move prices. So overnight move in a easier manner overnight up to where big orders are, right? So when big orders are, that's when the overnight high or low are created. But in the middle, you don't need too much volume to move prices up and down. I mean, it's not that we can do it, but a big fund with few $1 million can move the market overnight. All right, more continuation. $9.55. So we have this low created here, and it coincides with the low on the tick chart. So no divergence. No divergence yet. Dollar continues. Bond yields are going up. So we have the 10-year yield at 3.94.3. 3.94.3. Yes. Yes, like okay, the overnight low right now works as a resistance, right? Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, we do have few pivots here, pretty nice. On the if you see the 7 minute, the overnight was at 3 in the morning, and then 6 in the morning. Ten 8:22. Oh my god, where are we heading to, bro? Yes, yes. Ninja is my execution platform, and the way I execute my funded accounts is that I have them connected both at the same time. Like I have my real account connected with Ninja Trader Brokerage, and I have the Rhythmic account. But I do have several funded accounts, but I cannot connect them at the same time because Rhythmic just let me put one connection, right? Oh, yeah, it's coming down. But if you see the other ones are coming down sharply, like NQ was like 1% or 1.1, right? The YM hasn't moved too much. I do the replicanto. We use it for the algorithm, so that's one that I could. And I have to open up remote, like virtual machines for that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I have to set that up though, so I can trade more than two accounts at a time. Quant Tower. Quant Tower allows you to open multiple rhythmic all at the same time. Quant Tower, but what is that? Is a multiplier software or is a trading platform? I think it's a trading platform, right? Yeah. Wow. I don't understand why Ninja does not let you to have that. Hmm. I'm gonna look into that. So now we do have a pretty nice divergence here. Pretty nice one. So here and then we have the 10 a.m. candle. So 9:55 is right here. Wow. This is a pretty good divergence, guys. So this low here is the low on the tick chart. And then the next low, but is higher, is 10:01. There we go. So we have more than one divergence here. And we continue. Every time this goes down, the tick chart is going up. I mean, making a higher low. Oh yeah, no, that's my goal. That's what I want to do, Taurus. So I think we're building up here a what I call explosion accumulation. Explosive accumulation, sorry. Explosive accumulation. Let me see where the dollar is. All right, so the dollar is approaching here. I know it looks pretty odd, but this is a good setup. All right, how much is the overnight low? It's 3. Hmm. I want to see the dollar touching the supply though. I really want to see the dollar touching the supply. Cool, Taurus. Cool. Thank you, buddy. I will look into it. I will look into it. So let me put this one. So tick chart came to the zero line. I want to see where the dollar is at. Nice. Why? So I am in this one, but not in my funded account. I don't know why. I am not in my funded accounts. All right, so I'm in my personal account, but not in my funded account. That's not good. Why? Why not in this one? Oh my God. So I am in this trade. Oh my God, I couldn't execute in my other one. I don't know why. It's so bad. So I had an error right there. So I'm just putting the trade on my account. All right, how much was my risk right here? 15. So I'm above 1-to-1. So all right, so we're long in this thing, just in one account. I do have my stop at break even though. This is a tradable reaction. This is a tradable reaction. Let's see if we can have a continuation pattern to the upside. The dollar isn't supply though. Yeah, but still going up. All right, so we're gonna be stopped out break even right here. Well, it was, yeah. I don't see any follow through. So at this point, I either I am a break even or I hit my target. I could scale out, but I want to see price action when I am scaling out. The dollar continues in the supply. Now it's rejecting to the downside. That's what I don't like. I like the dollar ideally to continue going up while my trade is running, right? I don't want the dollar to start going down and hitting some demands that is going to turn prices around. I know, but I have the setup, MS. I try to execute the best way I can. What I can tell you that yes, we might continue to go down, but the setup is right there. I cannot short in this way, right? I cannot just chase price. That's not me. So I might get stopped out for a break even. That's fine. I mean, I, it's I had the setup and I executed it. If it makes me money, fine. If it doesn't, is fine as well. It's just one trade. If I have a short setup, I need the dollar in demand. So if the dollar comes back down to any demand, then yes, I was short. But at this point, I kind of like missed it. Okay, and I need to accept that. Yes, it moved down, but I missed the move. I'm not taking a long because I missed the move. I'm just I have the setup and I'm just executing it. And I recognize the trend is down. The trend is really down today, but I don't have any short, and I didn't have the long up to now, until now. Sorry. So it's yet to see if my trade is going to work. We don't know. If it doesn't, worst thing it can happen is that I don't make any money. Right now, I'm a bit pissed because I just took this trade in one account. My other one, I don't know what was the error that the computer was giving me. All right, so we're close to the overnight. I'm thinking that I could scale out at this point, right? I do have a extreme high on the tick, so I do have 8 contracts. Let's see if I can take some. I'm gonna take 5. Oh, I need to take the smart risk off. So I reduced my position size. Let's see if we can hit the target. At this point, I already logged in. I already logged in 1.5 hour. Now it's not a good trade until I hit the target. And I am a bit superstitious with that. Like I am in a lot of trades that I am making money temporarily, but then they reverse, right? But up to until I don't hit my target, like now my target is a bit hard to hit. You see that is beyond this pivot, so I might have made a mistake right here. But I already scaled out. If this thing runs to the upside, fine. If it doesn't, well, we'll get break even on the rest of the contracts. 3. And that's a very likely that is a very likely scenario that I just have a break even on the rest of the contracts. If I have a if I hit the target, then I will hit my 3-to-1 total, I guess. That's not good. I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to change that. Really, I don't like to be superstitious. I think that's a weakness. That is a weakness. All right, so double topping right there. So new 7 minute is in 3 minutes. So well, the 3 minute is giving me some chances to hit my target. Let's see. All right, so we hit target. We hit target, but I'll tell you what, guys. I am pissed off. I am very mad. Um, I just took this one trade. Oh my god. I just took this one account. That's not good. Yes, I made 600 bucks, 700, but it is what it is. All right. Yeah, that might be. Um, but on the other side, sometimes I'm a very routine driven guy. And when sometimes I don't follow my routine, I am like, I'm probably gonna screw it up because I didn't have my run, or I didn't meditate, or I didn't do this, or I didn't do that. I think we have to be strong enough to do whatever we need to do, execute this thing every day, regardless of what we do. Even if we didn't sleep or we did sleep, right? Then is when we're gonna know. Then is when we know we're good at this. Okay, regardless of what's happening in our environment, we're executing properly. Okay. Hey, MS, look, it's not a ballsy. It's not a ballsy decision. I understand that the markets were going down, but I had my signal for the reversal. If it didn't work, that's okay. It did work, okay? But that's not why I took the long. I took the long because I had my signal. Um, uh, and here's the weird part of my trading system. There is no way, there is no way I'm gonna go in the same direction the market is going when I'm trading. Meaning, right now it's going down. I'm not putting a short. There's no way for me to put a short right here. You guys see? It has to come against my entry for me to enter. So inevitably, I will be against the immediate trend, if you will, right? That's why if I teach you my system, it might not work for you because psychologically you have to be ready for it. Okay? Not not in the sense that I mean your trading system has to be like your extension, right? One extension of you mentally. It has to be coherent with your type of mindset, right? I cannot I cannot short when this thing is coming down. I don't feel like it, right? And sometimes other traders do, right? And it works as well. A lot of traders make money that way. I acknowledge that, but that's not for me. For me, is coming against are either selling or buying, right? All right. Now that I'm clearly how do you call that? Unstable emotionally because of what happened, but I'm gonna take 5 minutes off. Okay, guys. I'm coming back in a couple minutes. All right, I'm gonna just have some fresh air. All right, I am back. I wanna say sorry, guys, for my reaction. I really was reacting off of what happened to my account. I did take the long. It was a good trade, but somehow my order got rejected on the other account, and I was really pissed off. But it is what it is. I'm sometimes I'm too harsh, too rude with myself. I am. But there's nothing I can do. That already happened, and let's move on and let's keep doing this thing. Okay, um let's do the job here, get better, keep trading, rinse and repeat. All right. So what triggered my trade long was the two things, right? Number one, number one, the dollar, right? Number one, the dollar. I want to show here how the dollar influences my trades. Let's see here. Okay. Yes. No, because I was having reactions, right? And that's wasn't even my fault. I was like, I don't know what happened to the account. I was like really pissed off, but yeah, that already happened. Um so my trade was here when the dollar was coming to this supply. You guys see, right? On top of that, I did have the divergence. I did have the divergence with the tick chart. So that's why I was executing a long right there, right? Also, I do have this setup. I call it the explosive accumulation. This one, like a big candle, and then few wicks right here, and then an explosion to the upside. I got in here. So that's not the one. The one is this one. This explosion right here. Boom. Few wicks right here. Come back an explosion to the upside. I executed long right here. So I think this was a limit order right here. So I got filled here, and after that I never got any hit basically. Scaled out here, target here, and turn around. So we came to the overnight, Taurus. Do you see that? The overnight is a very, very important area. Came back to the overnight and then boom. I'm gonna make a video. There are 10 laws for market, right? Let me see if I can find I'm not gonna talk about this. Probably the last 15, 20 minutes, we can go ahead and talk about this 10 laws of the market. For now, I know you guys are trading. I just want to read the market and see any opportunities, okay? But the last 10 minutes or the last 15, we can go ahead and talk about this law of market behavior. Laws of market behavior. Want to know what happened here? Mm. Rejected total buy contract effect 19 limit. Why? I don't have a limit for this account. Ooh, the smart risk. Allow the smart risk. No. Mm. If you know it's not your day, Soccernatic, just lower your size. I understand when that happens. I really want to understand why the system rejected my order. Percent of the master, round down, futures, 40. Rejected RMS total by what is it limited. Rhythmic. Why? Yeah, the dollar is pushing lower until the dollar gets to the a serious demand. I'm thinking this market might retrace to the upside, right? I do have 113.95. Um, 113.95. Now rates are pushing lower as again, so yields are pushing lower. So we might have some movement to the upside. My first supply is 10.883. My second is 10.916. So the best quality demand that I have in the dollar is 113.01, 113.01. But I do have 113.95, 113.95 as a support. Then my demand is 113.01. So we are inside the supply, but the tick chart is pushing higher and the dollar is not in the demand. How can I help you, Stack? How can I help you? Saying that is gonna make me just following up with you every 5 minutes to see how you feel. No, market is very dynamic. Things change in no time, right? We need to adapt, and I know it's very hard. It's very hard. But if you have some help, yeah. Oh, I'll tell you that combination, the break evens and the loss afterwards, for me is brutal. Is very um is bad. Like I'm thinking myself that probably I will not take any other trade because of what happened to my other account. Um, yeah. I'll look, Stack. I know I don't see you. You can see me. I don't see you. But The only way that you will not put any more trades, there are two things that you need to do. Number one, close your execution platform right now, right? If you cannot do it, just tell your wife to unplug your computer and watch me on a cell phone or something, right? But you need to not have access to the trading. Okay? That's number one. Well, that is for me. If I don't want to trade and I'm in front of the computer, the only way that I guarantee not gonna execute anything is my hands are off the mouse right now. Right? Cool. Cool. Now, don't think you're losing time if you shut up your platform, right? Think that you will practicing patience and practicing doing the right thing, right? That will make you better and will work in a way that you'll think that you're not losing the time, but you need to work on that. A lot of traders, a lot of people. I mean, I get impressed because a lot of people says no, in trading you need patience, right? But you see all these YouTube traders, they just take trades at the open, like happily, and not in a systematic way, right? That's not exercising patience. Exercising patience is just waiting for the right setup. I started meditating 20s in 2017, I think. Right? 2017, 20, yeah, like middle 17, right? And for like 2 years I was doing it wrong. For 2 years I thought that if I was interrupted or just lose my concentrations during the meditation act, if you will, I thought that if I lose my concentration, I thought it was a bad meditation, right? So after 2 years, I learned that you actually exercise and you feel the effects of meditation when you get distracted. When you deviate your attention from the meditation itself and one thought comes in, and then you realize that the thought came into your mind, and then you very subtly you go back to the meditation, right? That's when you do the work. That's how it works, right? So for 2 years I was doing it wrong. And after that, when I get interrupted or my dog barks and I am in a meditation, I just accept it. And that is the real practice. Okay? That's in the same way, if you want if you want to go for the quick buck and make your money back because you lost $300, that you want to make it back right away because you would feel the need to make it back, um, that's gonna dig a dig a bigger hole, a deeper hole for you. Whereas if you accept the $300 loss and you wait till you're back into your best state to trade, that's the real work. That is the real work. At least it was for me. I hope I can help you, Stack. Because I was there and I had no one. Okay. Well, I did have this one. I did have this supply, but I don't think it's the best. Until the dollar is in the demand, is close to the demand, right? So if we have a comeback here and the dollar is in demand, probably. But at this point, I think that 916 will be a better short, and it makes sense, right? Higher we go, the better the short. And B, I'm gonna show you the dollar chart so you have it in your tools. There you go. Here's the dollar. All right, so I said the white line is a resistance point for me. That's not very effective, but my demand is right here, 113.14. 113.14, it coincides with this pivot. Well, this pivot is putting some pressure here, right? But if we get this one, if we get here, that probably is going to be a nice short, okay? Now, this was my trade. This was my trade, the long right here, okay? It might take us few more minutes, few more candles to come here, if we ever come here, okay? Now, remember, we already touched this high. This double bottom is it's a pretty nice reversal pattern. Now, London Open still dominant. So London Open still holding prices down. London closes at 11. After 11 a.m., we'll see if the US is able to bring prices higher here, right? But for now, London Open is still holding prices down. We do have consumer inflation expectations in few minutes, like 9 minutes. Uh, yeah. For those just coming into the live stream, I took a long. I took a long trade for a nice 3 to 1. Um, it was here. This was my entry long. right here. This was the scale out, and this was the ultimate target. Now, market continued to go up. How much was this from here to here? 33 points, and the target at the end was 48 points. So this trade would have been a very nice pullback continuation to the upside. It would never been stopped out break even. Okay. I think for those waiting for the short, I do have a setup short. The dollar needs to be in demand, 113.01. And I do have this area, 10,916. 10,916. I will need the internals aligned. So the ADQD is good. The ADQD came down. Now it's retracing all the way up, which is fine. The tick chart created this high at 41. Let me see if it's the same high here. Yes. So if we break to the upside and the tick chart doesn't, that will be a pretty nice divergence too for the 916 supply. Okay. But at this point, I'm just waiting for the setup. And I'm gonna take it only in the other account. So let me put here the risk. $150. I would say like 350, 350. 350. Let me see if I can set up this trade. All right. So let's wait. Let's wait for the setup to show up. Yeah, look at the YM. The YM is positive. YM is 0.23% up, and is the one that has more strength. If the dollar is not in my demand when this thing comes into play, I will not take it. Okay, I need the dollar doing its thing. So 2 more minutes for the close on the London session and consumer expectations, consumer inflation expectations. I think the subscribers only mode is working on the spammer. We haven't have any spam today, nor yesterday. That's good. If you guys are watching and you like what I'm doing here, please click that like button. Pretty choppy now. Yeah. We're There are 23 people watching and just have 15 likes. So there are eight eight more likes to go. 15 minute. Yeah, it does. It does. Let's see if we can have a rally based rally right here. Um this is the 15 minute. This is the 15 minute. Um let's see if we can have some sort of rally based rally right here. Let's see. What is in the 3 minute? Eh, 3 minute is tough right here. 3 minute is not easy. Look, you need to break this. See that? If you break above 57, 58, I think we could have that rally base rally because inside here you have 65, but I don't think 65 in the current environment. So we have the 3 month bill auction and the 6 month bill auction in 30 minutes. So the consumer inflation expectation hasn't come out yet. What is going on? All right, so we don't have a divergence on the tick, right? We do have the rally base rally. Yes. No, I wouldn't take it short right now. I wouldn't take it short right now. Look, the 7 minute is young, but I don't have a divergence. Let's go see the dollar. Ooh, the dollar is approaching. The short actually is not bad. I'll tell you. The short actually is not bad. You see if the dollar just finally got to the demand. The tick chart just created a new high, but the dollar isn't the demand. Um, let's see if the dollar managed to go to deeper into the demand. Ideally, I would like the 7 minute to be young, but it was young here. Right now, it's not. Right now, I don't want to get into the this thing when the 7 minute candle is going to close. Right? If it closes up around here, then I will activate my order. Right? But for now, tick chart is coming down to the zero line. So the zone was good. The dollar was in position. The tick chart was not. So there you go. The zone is working. One very good miss trade right here, guys. The only thing I had against was a tick chart. It was giving me an exhaustion pattern. So it's the same setup as the one that we had yesterday. Yeah. If we have it, we take it. If we don't, We don't. Yeah, right now it's gone. There's no action for me to take here. Zero. I did have 915. Sorry, 916. It was a good area, but I didn't take it. So at this point, I'm just staying put, right? No, nothing, nada. Yes, to the downside, right? So that's a tradable reaction right there. Although on the 3 minute there is nothing. These two big huge candles, right? These big candles. So we can easily go through the overnight low. There's nothing. There's not much here up to until 64 right here. So 64 is fuck. 64 is right here. Around there. Look, the dollar is trying to push up. I don't want to say what is going to happen. That's impossible for me to know. But the dollar is trying to push higher. I don't think we will have some more upside right now. So if we missed the short, that we missed it already. Um, Also, there's nowhere here I could short. There's nowhere in this drop that I could short, right? If you guys see the dollar chart, that's it's crazy. Look, dollar chart came back, came to the demand, now it's bouncing back up, and the thing started to break down. So when this thing started to get to the demand, this thing was going to the supply. It's pretty accurate, this thing. So Carnatic, let me take a look at CL though. Let me see what CL is doing. It's chopping. Yeah, since 8:30, then 10, it dropped a little bit, then it's back up. What are you looking at in crude oil? What are you looking at in crude oil? Let me see if I can. Break at 9:55, 90:55. All right. Do you come to my pre-market sessions? That's where I look into crude oil. Not much, but a little bit deeper. Deeper. I do have a demand. Crude oil is 88.10. I know it's far, and the other one is 85.55. I don't have anything like intraday. It's coming off of my supply at 92.52. Now is it that is daily? Then I want to go to the 30 minute. Oh no, I do my sessions 8:45, 8:50. Sorry, 8:50. That's a pre-market session. So the 15-minute candle is closing. We do have new 15-minute. I think it's making a very bullish pattern though. I think it's making a bullish pattern. Now it's yet to see what it's going to do. The dollar is trying to hold that demand. The dollar is trying to hold that demand. Yeah, Eastern time. Um, Activate your notification. So at this point, if I didn't take this, I don't think I'm gonna take it for a few reasons, right? Number one, the dollar just went above the demand. I need this thing here and the dollar inside the demand, right? Number one. That's one reason. Okay. The other reason is that the 7 minute is very bullish, and is just a young candle, so it's still just opened 1 minute ago, and it has the potential to blow the supply and go and close. The ATR for the 7 minute is probably 45 points. Okay. So the last 7 minute was 913 to 73. It's like 35 points. Okay. So on this 7 minute, we could easily close above the supply right here, 35, 37. That's one reason. But the most important reason is that the dollar is out of the demand. It's going up, and then it's gonna find some sell orders along the way to the upside. Bull Knox. Great deal yesterday. Finally. Oh. Um. Look and be. I don't look. The supply. I don't think the supply is gonna continue working. Right. For few. Well, the dollar is coming back down, so it might work. I need the dollar back in the demand. Okay. If the dollar is back in the demand, I will probably will execute this trade. Ideally, I would like this to break to the upside and not break the tick chart. Like touch like 23 and the tick chart being very low, like around 700. That'll be ideal. Right? The dollar is coming back down. Let's see if we can get it to touch the demand. But right now, there's nothing I can do. I mean, it's just chopping. It's very choppy. I'm going to get rid of this. The YM is positive half of a percent. The other ones are really trying to make it, but they can't. All right, so the dollar is back into the demand. All right, let's see if this thing managed to go higher. and get into the supply. Is if for any reason the dollar does not work right there, if for any reason the dollar demand does not work, we could take the downside and the retest for a long on the equity markets. So it will be, this will be a pretty nice area. This will be a pretty nice area. So at this point, I'm thinking my trade could be too tight. Looks like the dollar wants to go beyond the demand. And it's weird. Like, what, 8 in the morning. 8 in the morning. Yeah, so you have sideways before FX market open in the US. I think the dollar is in a pretty nice area right now. For those watching, we took a long right here. Oh, I need to connect my account. There you go. I took a long right here, scale out right here, final target right here. That's what we did in the earlier, right? We're waiting for the short to develop here. It never got back to the area. Now the dollar is trying to push higher. Are you in it, NG? MB? Sorry. Are you in it? Yeah, I was waiting for the zone like 916. The dollar is in good shape, but there's no way I can engage here instead of this one. What is that you don't like? The dollar is still in the demand. So that doesn't worry me. If the dollar continues to drop, it's going to be good for you. Now, there's no way I enter this trade other than 916, okay? Here. That is the only way. But if the dollar feel like bullish, yeah, but you have your stop break even or something? Anything can change, but have your protective stop. Well, I'm assuming you enter up here, right? So we're back in the supply. Tick chart looks pretty good. Let's go see the dollar. Dollar looks pretty good. Let's see if we can have some push to the upside so I can activate my order. Yeah, the 7-minute looks pretty bullish. Very bullish. Oh my god. There's 30 seconds. There's 30 more seconds here. There's 30 more seconds here. There you go. So I have my order set right there. I have my order set. Yeah, the dollar is still dropping inside the demand. So this thing broke to the upside and the tick chart didn't. I'm inside this thing. Yeah, they just filled me in. The dollar is breaking the demand. So I want to have a very, very tight stop here because the dollar broke. I want to be very aggressive here, protecting my profits. All right, so I'm gonna put this break even. If it breaks to the upside, then I'll re-engage. But for now, I'm break even. Yo, Adam, how are you? All right, so I got taken out break even here, and few reasons, right? Tick chart collapsed so fast to the zero line, whereas if I was just waiting for it here, wait, if it was just waiting on the upper side of the chart, but it collapsed, it just got here, right? When you have some sort of collapse, you want to see a good run, right? um so I took one winner and one break even. So, and at this point I don't want to take the supply anymore. Yes, it could work. The dollar is still working inside the demand. Yeah. Yeah, not easy. And the dollar broke to the downside though. The dollar broke to the downside. Um, how much was it, by the way? Was I 1-to-1 or no? I don't think I even was 1-to-1. Yeah, close. Yeah, like to the tick on the area, right? I would have been done for the day, but I had a computer error on my second account, my linked account, and I don't know, my order was rejected when I was in the long. earlier. So I am like, all right, I need to take another trade. But at this point, I don't have anything else. Like I don't. This is all overnight, right? So okay, this demand I know is here, but the demand. This is the pivot created at the open, right? So this entire area is the demand, right? I narrow it for risk management purposes, um, but the entire week, the week created here, like let me show you this entire 7 minute week. You see that comes up to this point, 44.57. Now at this point, I don't think it's gonna work, given the fact that we are so deep inside this. This candle is 2 more minutes to go, so this can easily close above this area. So for me to take another trade, has to be either this 82, 8042, sorry, 10.8042 to the long side if I have the conditions, or the short, I need something to be created right away. Yeah, it's been a very tricky day. It is. Slightly grinding up though. Slowly grinding up, sorry. On my original area. Let me see this. Hmm. Barely 3 to 1. Wow, the dollar broke the low. The dollar broke the low created at 7:30 in the morning today. So at this point, if we do have a nice rejection to the downside and the dollar gets back to the demand that we had there, like 1301, I think this is a nice area. This one. This one too, but I don't have like a big rejection pivot right here. Whereas here I do have all this sort of double bottom right here in the breakout. So for those people just joining into the live stream, I did take a long and a short. The short was bailed out break even, and the long made 3R. Let's see if we can get right now rejection on the double top 5 minutes. Let's go check on the 5 minutes. Because I had a computer error. If I change here, it's $654. This is my real account. Okay, so I was trying to. I took a long, right? But the system rejected my second account. My second account order was rejected, right? So I was like, what happened, and so on, right? So I decided just not to pursue the other account, just let it alone. I didn't touch it, right? And then I scaled out. I scaled out on my. I scaled out here on my real account. Okay. When I scaled out here, I clicked market order to close here. It was executed in my other account right here, and then I realized that was happening, and then I closed it right away. So that's basically the commissions. Okay. And then I took a short here. I took a short here, break even here on the second account. So those $20 are basically the commissions, right? But on my real account, I'm making $615. Yeah, I usually take more than one account. I take two accounts, okay? If I have two funded accounts with the same company, like when I have it with Apex, I take 2, 3 accounts, okay? But I don't know, Rhythmic was rejecting my order, and it still is. Like if I go here and I put like 12 contracts, right? Let's put an order right here. You see that? I get this message. Like my other account gets rejected. I think this is rhythmic somehow. I need to figure this thing out. But and that is what happened on my real account, on my second account. And I was very pissed off that I didn't take the second trade because I usually take more than one account, right? But it is what it is. I even had to apologize because I was being I was really pissed off. No worries, bro. No worries. I'll do a recap. Uh, you can see the trade on the recap. I'll put a timestamp, a chapter, so you can watch when I took the trade later when we finish this. I usually do that later too. Yeah. I'm the one who does everything, bro. Like my wife is getting trained to see if she can edit the videos, but she's dealing with other stuff now. And she deals with my daughter the entire day's activities and so on. So yeah, I do it. I do that. Is it's been a challenge for me. I'm not a like a like how do you call that? So I'm an engineer. So my background is engineering. So I don't go very well with arts and creativity per se. So um, it it is taking me, a big effort to learn that. I use Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro. All right. So I don't think I have any other setup anytime soon. If we get to the overnight high, and we have some sort of divergence, I would probably will look into it. But right now we're having some divergence. Like, look, and a pretty nice one actually. Um, 1104, 1104, 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. So this is the high on the tick chart. Look at it. This is the high on the tick chart, and this is the high on the equity market. This high is a lot lower in the tick chart, right? And we are making consistent lower highs. Now, I do have only overnights right now. I only have overnights to the left. So what I will need is a either a double top, right? Or a the same pattern that I was on the long, like the explosive accumulation, right? So the explosive accumulation, I will show you how it goes. The explosive accumulation is this. So you have a move and then some sort of sideways and then a complete move out of the zone. Okay. My entry was this one, 802, right here. But at this point, I will think like here is a very important point, like the 926 coming to the downside. So I will have to see the risk and reward ratio, right? Because this point is solid. So we broke to the upside here from the open. So this is the open. So we created this pivot, and then now we're going higher. A comeback to this area is going to be a good long, right? If everything is aligned. That's why I'm saying probably we have the overnight. Probably we will have the overnight low, overnight high at any time. So NQ is positive, right? So we made back 200 points, 2%. There's one thing that you cannot deny. Buyers are very active. Buyers are very active every time we break the area. There's a lot of buyers. Because stopping this momentum to the downside is not easy. There has to be a lot of buyers right there. Or short covering. Short covering could be another answer. Yeah. Yo, I think you lost your job because I don't have any more spammers. I think the thing that I did worked. We haven't have any spammer nor yesterday nor today. No worries, bro. See you Thursday. Thursday is gonna be the big day, I think. CPI comes out. It looks like we might have a bounce from here because I see buyers so aggressive in those lows. Like, damn. All right, ADQD at this time is positive. We did have minus 2100. We're back to positive numbers. So we're having a double top here. Cool. Bon appetit, though. All right, so the tick is the tick is setting up pretty nicely. We haven't have any higher high in quite a bit since what time is this? 37, like 11:37. So 11:37 is right here. There you go, and we have this run up. If you're just joining into the live stream, please don't forget to smash that like button so we can reach more people. At this point, I to the left, I only have overnight. Okay, I would need something to be created right here. Let's go see the dollar. So the dollar is in another area right here. This area is from Sunday. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but nevertheless, it's a demand, right? It's 112.79.5. Let me show you. 112.79.5. this area, let me put the 30-minute. It's from Sunday, right? Sunday 9th. So this is the gap up on Sunday. Then we created this demand retest on the London Open yesterday. And then we're coming back to this area. This is the one that we had earlier. So at this point, we can get rid of this because it was violated. All right. So here was my long. I took the long on the equity markets right here. Right now, we're hitting this demand. Let's see what happens on the equity market. But it looks like the demand it might work. Right. The NQ is giving up a little bit. Let's check if we had some formations here. So this one. This one. There you go. Two more minutes for the 7-minute. I'll tell you very quick the short story, right? I use multiple time frame analysis. From the daily, I jump down to the 4 hours. The 4 hours, I jump down to the 40 minutes, right? So that's a factor of 6. I divide it by 6. Okay. Not the 4 hours, but if you take away the 1 hour off, and from 4 to 5, so it's 2 hours that basically the markets are off, are closed every day. So I got to the conclusion that the 4 hour is a very good chart to trade off. And then if I divide that, if I divide it by 6, it's going to be the 40 minutes. If I divide it by 6, again, it's the 6 point something minutes, right? So I use the 7-minute. And then below the 7-minute, I like to cut it in half, the 3-minute. And there are key times where the 7-minute and the 15-minute, 30-minute closes, like 10:45, 10:45. I think 10:45. Give me 1 second. No, I got there are a few times. Okay, 11:30. The 7-minute closes with the 15-minute, right? So you have the 9:45. Sorry, the 9:45 is a good time because it closes the 30-minute. It closed the 7-minute and the 15 minutes, right? And then that happens again at 11:30. And then you have some of those like 12. I don't have here the times, but okay, like, so those how do you call that? Like confluence time frames are pretty good spot for me. Okay, so I like him better than Messi though, but it's not because of that. It's because of my multiple time frame analysis. And I learned from a guy, one of my teachers. He uses a 3 hour, 30 minute, and 5 minutes. So that's a factor of 6 as well. And that's how I got to the 40-minute and the 7-minute. I watched the 40-minute as well. 40 minutes, very odd time frame, but it works. It works for me. Look, time frame charts is just however it fits into your psychology. Because time frame is just a timestamp that stopped the candle. Got nothing to do with the price, right? Sometimes people don't understand that. Like different time frames that just give you the picture at any given time, right? So why I do different time frames? I want to go down in time frame just to narrow my risk. I could trade off of the 30-minute, but I will have to risk too much, right? And my risk and reward ratio has to be um if my risk and reward ratio have to be 3 to 1, so that I will have to go for 200 points every time I take a trade, which is not realistic in a day trade environment, right? If I will swing trading, that's another story. But that's why I go down in time frame, just to narrow my risk and have a better risk and reward ratio. So the dollar go to the demand. Actually, actually went through the demand. Went through the demand. Still, the market is dropping a little bit. Yeah, the 1 minute for me is too fast, and it gives you very little information. Whereas the 500 volume bar, for instance, it gives me more information, right? I like the noise. I like the noise here on the 500 volume bar. The 1 minute, if I put the 1 minute, all this noise is reduced, right? So I will have less areas. All right, so I have this demand here. If you guys have following my trading, I don't like to take this type of trades because of the location. If I were to take this trade, I will have to risk very little, right? Um, so I don't think I'm gonna take anything here. Also, I do have a divergence on the top of the tick chart, so the short is more likely right now, and I don't have a divergence to the upside, right? The dollar is dropping, so it's likely that might hit some more demands along the way. So I do like the short though. I do like the short very much. A lot better than the long right now, just because of the tick chart. ADQD is giving up some of the gains. It was like close to 300. Now is back to break even. Back at break even. So the 30-minute is retracing. This retracement is okay for the 30-minute. Okay, if you see the 30-minute candle, it looks good to for a continuation to the long side, but given the fact that I don't have any area right there, the 5 minute I might have. I do have this one, but on the 5 minutes has to come down to like 930 more points. So I like the short a lot better. That doesn't mean I was short right here. I wouldn't do that just in front of this area. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Um, if you like what I do, please consider and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel and like that. Put that. Click that like button so I can reach out to more people and help more trader. Today, I did an effort to help one of the traders, Stack. I think I hope I could have helped you, buddy. I If I could help one person a day, that would be very good. So you're in Houston. I like Altuve. Look, I am from the same city Altuve is. Um, if you see where that guy come from, bro, that's the American dream. Um, but yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Trade safe. Don't do stupid shit, please. Live to trade another day. See you, Stack. Take care, okay? Bye.